This Good Morning Northwest morning spread is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday in the morning sprint.
Another day in court for former President Donald Trump. Sydney Charles is breaking down what's next in his hush money trial.
Allison Martinez live in Riverfront Park with a sneak peek of the Junior Lilac Parade, which kicks off this weekend.
But first, we're expecting temps in the 80s. Let's get Mark to our awesome weekend forecast.
People just like saying it out loud. I tell you, first alert weather, we look at the forecast radar, what's coming our way. Plenty of blue sky. We get into the 4 o'clock hour, into 10, into Saturday. We're not expecting much at all other than blue sky and a little bit of cloud cover coming in on Sunday, mainly into the mountains. Right now, we're sitting into the mid-40s, low 50s now into downtown, and we've got 46 into Coeur d'Alene. The forecast today, it's all about, again, mostly sunny conditions. Highs are going to be around 80 degrees. It's going to be beautiful.
Breaking news this morning from the Israel-Hamas war. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu responding to President Biden's warning that the U.S. will withhold weapons to Israel if it invades Rafah. He remains steadfast in his fight against Hamas militants, saying he is ready to stand alone without U.S. support if necessary. Netanyahu's response comes as ceasefire talks have stalled, with Israel and Hamas at odds over the parameters of a potential agreement.
Families are grieving the death of a Spokane boy who drowned in the Spokane River. Spokane Public Schools confirming the boy who drowned as a student at Yasahara Middle School. 4 boys jumped off the Orange Howard Street Bridge, Wednesday night, but only 3 came out alive. The mother of one of those boys who made it out safely saying her family is now receiving death threats following rumors the 3 boys ran away while their friend drowned. Brianna Pavarud says the boys who got out of the water thought the younger boy could swim, but it wasn't long before they realized he couldn't. Pavarud says her son is so distraught he doesn't even want to come out of his room.
The Coeur d'Alene Public School District currently faces a $6 million deficit because of inflation and low enrollment. Last month, the school board voted to close Bora Elementary in hopes of saving around $1 million. Some of the other proposed solutions to save money include a 4-day school week, increasing class sizes, cutting staff, and waiting to adopt new curriculum.
Well, what you just heard was surveillance video of an 18-year-old yelling racist slurs at the University of Utah women's basketball team in downtown Coeur d'Alene. Team members were on their way to get dinner ahead of their first round game in the NCAA tournament back in March. The teen confessed to the shouting those slurs, but the Coeur d'Alene prosecutor's office says it will not charge the Post Falls High School student with the crime.
An investigation found Spokane Valley City Councilman Al Merkel violated workplace decorum and engaged in disrespectful and intimidating behavior toward city staff. A release from the city reveals an investigator interviewed 22 people. Multiple staff members reported Merkel made them feel fearful and intimidated while at work. Merkel responded to the findings outside of City Hall, saying he believed he was being punished for interactions he may have had before he took office.
Donald Trump's hush money trial continues in Manhattan today. Trump's former executive assistant who handled checks is expected to take the witness stand today. She testified yesterday that Trump was closely involved in reviewing checks and financial details. This comes as porn star Stormy Daniels concluded her testimony yesterday. She testified about her alleged sexual encounter with former President Trump at a California hotel in 2006, an encounter Trump denies.
Well, President Biden is expected to visit Seattle today for campaign receptions. The president is expected to land at the Seattle-Tacoma Airport just before 6 o'clock tonight. Officials encourage you to plan ahead if you're traveling around Seattle today. The air traffic at the airport will stop at least 30 minutes before the arrival of the presidential aircraft. If you're on the road, the Seattle Department of Transportation is asking drivers to plan for significant delays and detours.
One of Spokane's most special traditions kicks off tomorrow. The Junior Lilac Parade is starting tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. There will be 1,500 kids that will be marching, playing their instruments, dancing, and just soaking up all the sunshine on this beautiful weekend. The route starts at Washington and Spokane Falls Boulevard. We'll have more information on our website, kxly.com.
100 tornadoes were reported across the country this week. And overnight, hurricane-force winds in Texas and record flooding in Tennessee, where a new line of storms is headed. Coming up next on GMA. We'll check up weather next.